Sound effects. Now, we did the sound effect for the danger zone. So if we play this, by the way, did you hear that? Oh yeah. So the next thing was whether to do the fire or to do the fire or not, and yeah, it's coming through. Because we had last week had major problems with the VIC, trying to understand how the IRQ works, and it works differently. And we got it working on the C16, but it sounds ever so weird on the C16. If I load the folder and then go C16, and do it on that. It doesn't sound anything like what? It doesn't sound anything like that. I'm a sound dunce. It doesn't. Anyway, sound just beyond me. So this time we're going to try and see. We'll try and get the fire doing, because I know roughly where all that stuff is, because I think I left the code in when I was trying to make it for the cassette 50. Hi, Faze. Toilet on a jet. Yeah. Right. So this is all the stuff I try to make work. Now, where's the centipede one? Where's the centipede one? There. So the centipede, as you know, has got its heart as GridRunner. Yeah. That's the noise. That. So we need to try and copy this and put it into mine. And the destruction. So we're going to try and do that. By the way, that explosion, right, is my Neptune lander explosion. I repurposed it and put it in there. It sounds more like a bowling alley when the balls go. So let's get the sound out. There we go. Bullet sound effect. Bullet sound effect. That should be it. So we'll put that into the sounds. So this is going to be for those two. Now, I'm not sure what the fire sound. the timer is for the sound effect. Hang on. Go to reference. Here we go. Right. So what we need to do is we need to create a variable for it, because the sound effect runs over the cycles, so we need to be able to keep track of the cycles. Now I'm not sure if I've got it here. I'm wondering if that's it. No, it can't be. No, it can't be. Where's the timer sound effect? Timer. No, it isn't. Right, so let's put, call it the same thing because it worked. Right, and we need to go into the ship. So when we fire, when we press fire, wherever the fire is, we did test for fire, didn't we? Oh, it's not ship, is it? It's control. Fire control. Right. Oops, that's the wrong one. Where's the SID? It's not that, it's that one. Find all. There we go. Yeah, it is in fire control. So when we start the bullet off, here we go. So when we start the bullet off, we want to start the timer. So so if it's the pet, we don't want it to do anything. But if it's anything else, we want it to initialize the sound. I think this is the sound effect duration. So it'll be 10 cycles that it runs through, I think. But then here, we need to be able to we need to load that cycle and to see if it's 0. So basically we need to do this. Now I can't see chat, by the way. I can now. So basically what we're doing, okay, game sound. So it's game sound. Sound. That's the namespace, isn't it? Sound. So what we're going to do here is we load the fire timer. If it's equal to 0, that means the bullet sound's finished, and so we come here. If it's not, then we go through the bullet sound effect. And what we need to do there is, if this is the pet, don't do anything. That's it. And then end if there. So if it's the pet, there's going to be no sound effect until we figure out how to do it, yeah? But for every other one, we'll go through the sound effect. So we're setting up the timer here, which means then we've got to initialize the timer. So we need to go into game setup, more than likely. Where do we need to go into? Where's that? Oh, that's exploding the ship. Nah, not doing it there. Right. So that should do. That is better. Let's see if we get a bullet fire now. What on earth is that sound? Can you hear that? I'm not on like that. There's an after sound. I wonder if I can boost that after. Let's just see if I can boost it. Right, I'm going to boost the level, so listen. Here we go. Do you hear that after? Weird. That is seriously. Yeah, I did say it was going to be loud. I've knocked it down now. But the way I understand, right? The way I understand is that we are running through this, and we are decrementing the timer sound effect. So really, that should be on the outside there. All right. And we're storing it in voice 1, turning off voice 1, and then putting voice 1 on with 8 in it. I think that's triangle. Let's get the book out. Let's say I am not a sound person, but I'm trying to do it without using Goat Tracker, yeah, because Goat Tracker won't work on the C16 and all that. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's make this so you guys can see it. So D4. Right. So 80. So that's 1, 2, 4, 8. It's this one, isn't it? It's bit 7, 80. Yeah, bit 7. So we're making it a noise 1. But on voice 1 and 2, and the timer value is the high frequency. So we need to replicate that for the VIC. Thanks, Microman. We need to replicate that for the VIC. So we need to... Right, where's my VIC book? I ought to put all these books on the web. Create a website dedicated with all these books in it and then get sued by everyone. Right, compute books, mapping the VIC. Here we go. So it's 9,000, I think it is. Not 9.1. Let's get rid of you. Here we go. Phone's ringing. Hang on, let me just see if my mum's not rang me on phone. No. No, she's not rung me. Normally my mum would ring on there and then she'd ring on the house phone. Right. Voices, voices, voices. Here we go. Now, does the VIC have a noise voice? Relative frequency of sound oscillator? No. Pulse wave. Medium sound. Oh, okay. Does it have a noise one though? Ah, noise voice. Right. Does this look right? Noise voice. So bits 0 to 6 is the noise voice. Sharpest sound oscillation with values ranging from 0 to 127. Okay. Let's try that then. Let's try that. So we want to do the same. We want to do the same thing again, but it looks like there's only one noise voice. Let's see. What did we do for this one? A, B, and C. C is high. B is medium, A is low. Okay. So we're going to be using D. Right. So if we then do elif so we're coming through here, so it's loaded the thing, store it in 900D. I think we're going to need to boost it, to be honest. But there you go. That's basically it. So if we load the VIC workspace in, and run this, hopefully we'll get a noise voice. Right, here we go. Nothing. Diddly squat. Oh, did I enable it? Oh, I didn't enable it. Sound. I have to enable it, don't I? Yeah, I have to enable it. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Yeah. Turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off. So that's turning off. Right, we ought to put in there 900D as well to turn off all voices. Right. Because that'll probably carry on. Sound. Find. Okay. Let's see what that does. Come on, let's hear a noise. No. I wonder if it's too low. What's it say? Sharpest sound ranging from 0, no noise, to 127. Right, let's do some. I'm just wondering if the timer, fire control. Let's just make sure it's running through it. Yeah. Sound bullet effect. Bullet effect. Loads the timer. Or it with 1, but I think let's logically shift left. Let's just boost it by a couple. So times in whatever the number is by 4. Hopefully that'll give us a noise. Hopefully. It should be running through it. No. Oh, what? Why? It doesn't work, mate. It doesn't work. We've spent 40 minutes trying to figure it out why it didn't work, and it's not working. Oh, sorry, mate. I'm stealing the channel points. Well, that's. I didn't want you to use bits. I didn't, because a lot of people are using these sounds to earn bits, and I thought, no, I just want to make it. And so I got the minimum number of channel points, which I think is 5. How is K points are the next Bitcoin? Oh, why is this not working? I don't turn the volume off, do I? 900E. Do I turn the volume off at any point? No. So why is it not doing it? Let's Let me try 900C. Let's see if we can get a noise out of it. We know it works with 900C. Oh, I hate sound. So nothing is coming out whatsoever. That is not good. Fire control, if pet, don't do anything. If it's anything else, load that. So we're storing it there. So it's definitely setting it up. Let's put a breakpoint in it. See you later, mate. Right, does it break? Yes, it does. Okay. Step. And again. Okay, so... Ooh. I'm not turning it on. It's awing it with 40. Oh, I've missed a 0. Right, here we go. Oh, I've left the breakpoint in. One of the dogs playing up. Right, come on, fire. Right. So, sound. Let's put it back on D. Right, so we're getting a noise out of it, but that didn't. May have to boost the signal, I think, and also we need to turn it off. We need to turn it off. How are we going to do that? Turn off all voices, isn't it? There's a cooldown for that. Oh, hang on, mate. Let me sort that out. Let me sort that out. I know how to do that now. It's amazing now what you find when you go digging. CloudBot, commands, edit, advanced. Oh yes, there is. Right. Confirm. Try that again, mate. Try that again, and it shouldn't have a cooldown now. There you go. Right, so I need to turn off the voices. So let's go back into file control, and I'm going to have to do it here. We're going to have to go JSR, sound, turn off voices. That's fine, but here I'm going to have to do a jump to here. Have to do that. So we jump around it. So the sound effect's still going, but we don't want to turn off the voices, so we jump around it. Hopefully that'll turn off that noise. And then we'll try and make it sound a bit better. Right. Let's see if we can make it sound a bit more high pitched. So that's timesing it by 4, timesing it by 8. So if it's 10, that'll be 80. Times it by 16. Right, let's see what that does. Hang on. That'll do. I'm happy with that. I'm not sure why that it changes, because we're doing D, we're not affecting any other. This just turns the voice off. Yeah. Right, let's see what the Commodore 16 book says. Can't remember which book it was. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. Oh, definitely not that one. That was rubbish. It's got to be that one. Yeah, that's the one. Right. So this was somewhere near the back, wasn't it? Here we go. Right, frequencies. But do we have a noise generator? Aha. So voice 2. Voice 2. Okay. Let's go into C16 mode. Right, so voice 2. How do we determine which is voice 2? So it's this one, it okay. So E is voice 1, F is voice 2. Right, so we're using voice 2, so let's get down here. Elif. And so voice 2 is OF. And then we've got to do some jiggery pokery, haven't we? So FF1E, store it in FF11. Where's turn voice 1 on? So that's voice 2. Voice 2 has way more bits than voice 1. Oh no, it ain't. Oh yeah, it does. Voice 2 has way more bits than voice 1. So we right, so we've got to protect the volume. So we've got to protect the volume. And we are turning on just voice 2, which is bit. Which is bit 7. So 0, 1, 2. That's the volume. No wonder this is sounding weird. So this is switching on voice 1 and voice 2 square. This is turning the voices off. So here I'm going to be turning voice 2 noise, which is bit 6, which is that one. Alright, so we'll do the we'll do a couple of air cells, try and multiply the frequency a bit, and that looks like that's all we have to do. Okay, let's see. Does that sound like a noise? All sounds the same. It all sounds the same. Right, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to turn voice 2 off on this because it just sounds all the same. I don't think the frequency range on that is because we multiply it. Let me do another air cell. No. No. Sounds rubbish. Let's get rid of 2. Nah. Put it back in. We'll leave that as it is. But this doesn't sound like a noise. It doesn't sound like true noise. I mean, we'll boost it. Let's put another 2 of them in. It is dropping. But it doesn't sound like a noise. It doesn't sound like... I mean, it says turn voice to noise on. I wonder if we have to... Oh, hang on. Have I turned the right... No, I've not turned the right thing on. Right, doesn't sound like noise. No, it doesn't. Let's go back. Right. Oh, I've put the stupid character in the wrong place, didn't I? And it with that. No. Bit 7, it says that it's a sound reload bit. Whatever that means. Well, the technology's so old. Oh, an online memory map. Oh, let's tag that. Yeah, it's just doing noise select. There's nothing else. Right. Let's try this because I think I had it the bit wrong. That's better. That sounds like noise, but I think the frequency needs boosting now. So if we're at 10 times 2 is 20, 40. No, 10 times 2 is 20, times 2 is 40, times 2 is 80. Yeah. 10, 16 is 160. That's probably why it's screwing. Oh, hang on. No, that's maximum of 160 in it. 10 times 32 is 320. I think voice 2 has another frequency. So, oh, there's voice 1's extra bits. Wow. So voice 2 has some extra bits here. So we could potentially Right. To make sure we roll it over, we could store it and then do ASL uh, 20, 40, 80, 160. So now if we do that, we'd have to roll into FF10. Right, so that's, so let's say if it's if it's 10 to start with, so this would be 20, 40, 80, 160, 320. So that means the carry bit would be set. So we'll put it in there. It does mean that when we have to turn off the... Oh, it's done there. Okay, let's see what damage that does. See if that sounds anything like noise. There we go. It's a very low noise sound, isn't it? It's very bassy. Is there anything else that we need to do? No, there's no others. Just shows you how the sound on the +4 and the C16 really was not. Why can't I have that sound? Why can't I have that sound? Come on, kill me. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Right. Clearly, mixing the voices up, we get different sound effects. Let's try something. No, but there was clearly something going on. I wonder. I wonder if it's something to do with that. Why can't I get it to do it? How did that make that funny wibbly wobbly sound? Yeah. That's why I was thinking of setting voice 2, the high bits. But it didn't. Voice 1 on. So that's voice 1, and then voice 2, square noise. Because that's the noise. So clearly voice 2 is the let's get rid of that for the moment. See what it's like with voice 2 on only. Just sounds like a train. Just sat at a train station. God, I hate sound. Hate sound. I want that wibble wobble noise that we got going. When it crashed. No, not when it crashed. When I died. So why? So we're not using voice 1, we're using voice 2. That's switching voice 1 on. And that's switching voice 2 on. I just want to switch voice 2 on. Well, it's certainly higher up. Let's max that out. Oh, we're getting there. We are getting there. We are getting there. So it's this. So if it's bits 1 and 2, that's maximum of 3. So what does 2 do? Right, let's put voice 1 back in the mix. There's some weird noises coming out of this. Right, so where's voice 2 high bits? No, that's voice 2 high bits. So where's voice 1 high bits? There. Why is this? Oh, it's 0 and 1. 12. There we go. That's the noise we want there. And we've got the fire working. I like that. I like that noise. Right. Oh, God, it takes some working out, this does. Right, so if we go back to the 64 open workspace. then we could say the sound. We have the pod making a noise when it blows up. On Centipede, we have the pod making a noise when it blows up. Where are we? There we go. Oops. Oh, come on. Why is it not working? Have I? Does this not worked on here ever? That's scrolling down, isn't it? Ugh. Space is scrolling down in. Really? Oh. Let's fire another one of these up. That's not the one. Clicked on the window before pressing space. Okay. Do it from here now. Oh. So if you listen here, when this disappears, can you hear that beep beep beep? Move over one. Oh, excuse me. Died. That beep 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 beep. That's what I want to get when we kill off a the snake. When we do the snake, when we kill it off, and when we get rid of the pod, we need to be able to do that thingy noise. Now that's going to be a different thing, because when I did it in I basically used the same routine that I did with the danger zone, but instead of, because the danger zone was just cycling through its little program, we're cycling through the entire game, so we've got to have another timer in there. So pod SFX. And then we also need a counter. And this is the counter, because it goes pew pew pew. It goes through the full spectrum, for a word, frequencies of the sound, but we go through it many times. So let's let me find where all them are. So where's that? Right, so this is in the main loop. where are we? Here. So this is actually going to do the sound effect outside of the pod control system, because once the pod's gone, the sound effect is meant to carry on going. So you can't go into the pod control system because there won't be a pod there to control it. So what you do, you set the counter and then it just runs down the counter. So we need to set up the counter in this game setup, in activate gain, we need to initialize it with 0. Here. There's a 0, so we can initialize it there, and then it's just a case of grabbing the sound effect. So this is going to be it. Right then. Get rid of that, because I nicked the timer countdown from his lordship. So this is loading the pod, sound effect, count, that's timer. We are literally masking off the 2 high bits, and if it's equal to 0, then it's just basically go to the counter, decrease the counter, and then resets the timer of the frequency. And basically what it is, it's concentrating on the really high notes, so it's not even getting down to the low notes. It's going to concentrate on the high notes and then do it. So we'll have to do the same sort of thing in the 16, but we've already figured out that the 2 high bits are in the two different bytes, so it might make it easier for that. Right, so this should, now for the Commodore, for the PET, oh, for the PET we're not actually going to run the routine. Okay. Right, so hash if C64 or C128. Well, we don't need that there because that's got nothing to do with it. This has. So we do it there. And we need to do the same thing here. So we're turning off, well, we're setting the frequency high to 04. The third voice to, oh right, so we're setting the, forgot we was using 2 voices again, but I don't know why. Oh, I know why, because we have to clear it out. So we need to initialize the this pod destruction routine, and that's in the pod. So here we go. Which is here. Right, so we need then this counter to be set. We need to we need to initialize the counter when the pod has been killed off by us. So that's going to be in the pod. So we need the pod. And we need to, where are we? It's in the reset. You see it. Now that is, oops. That is in there, and that we've just created the timer for. So basically this starts it off. So when the pod is dead, we update our score, and then we set off the sound effect by resetting the two timers, because it'd be the two timers that drive the sound effect. Let's just make sure that, yeah, snake. We need to do it in here as well, because when the snake, hello, when the snake,
hello, John here. Thank you for following. Hope you enjoy the stream.
Who followed? Oh, thank you. Cool. How would you say that name? Zubium. There we go. That's how I'll say it. Zubium. Thank you for following. Right. So in the snake, when the snake, so you got to remember there's two places where we decay a pod. The first case is where we're hitting it. Zubium. Cheers, microphone. So there's two places where we hit it with the bullet that decays it, so eventually it disappears, and there's we have to set the timers. And the other place is in the pod, in the snake, where the snake naturally turns and does it. So we need, this is pod, I think. Pod reset timer. Yep, that's gone. So that should do it. Oh, what have we failed on? Line 202 of sound. Did I put an extra bracket in there? Well, must have done. Right. Here we go. Oh, we're getting some noises. Oh, I've just walked into. I've just walked. Oh. So we're getting the noise. There we go. Right, so now we've got that, we can now work out what we need to do for this, the Vic. So let's move into the Vic space and see if we can get it to work, do the same thing. Right, so here we are in the Vic space. So here, elif Vic 20. Right, so we are storing a high value. So for the VIC, we do an ASL, don't we? Yeah, 4. Now these are high numbers. These are high numbers that we're doing here, so we might not need to. So if we just stick it in, that's the noise one, isn't it? So if we stick it in, we use this one. That's the highest voice in the VIC, 900C. And we'll see if we can get it to do it. That. We'll turn it off here. Oh, no, 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 no. So VIC 20. Store that in there. But we want a 0. So that should turn that voice off. So we store the value that we get from here, which should be F0 to C0, because we reset it back to F0 here. Right, let's see how that sounds. Hey, Doctor. Right, so, oh, there's one. Oh, it didn't do anything. Oh, I know why. Did we change? Did we change that? See, we've only made it do if the C64 or VIC 20. Yeah, let's try that. Bit. So it's doing it. It's doing it. It goes. So what? How? Decrease. Load it. Store it. This may be a case where we have to drop it down. Let's have a look. We did ASL. This is LSR, isn't it? So we divide by 2. See if we can drop the volume, the frequency down. Oh, straight away, and I moved over. All right, mate. See you next time. Oh. It's not doing it now. Not making any noises now. Right. Just logically shift right, which is that way. That can't be right. I'm just doing it just to see what it's doing. But that should not work. That should throw a fit. Ooh, that was close. That's better. Up, up, up. Yeah, I noticed that. We'll have to investigate that a little bit more. Cloaking device, yeah, power up. We'll have to investigate that a bit more. Why the shit was gone. Anyway. I don't know whether to ASL it again and try and see if it goes higher. It's a bit low. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. The VIC chips are always... Well, the VIC-20 sound is simple at best. But I think we got the high one. Let's have a look. So we're in C. We're doing C, aren't we? Yeah. So we're using the high voice. Yeah. This one's going to be the fun one. Doing it for this. Right, let's load the C16 in and let's see if we can figure that out. Just sound. So, so we're going to have to do ASLs. Just click the disappearing bug. Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, because it'd be interesting to see how it happened. Oh. Hang on. Yeah. I walked into the laser. Yeah, I walked into the laser. Right. I walked into the laser. So we'll I'll have a look at that at some point. If I walk into the laser, I should die. There must be a problem in the laser logic. Let's have a look. Well, there's the code for player detection. Check for ship impact. That's there. We'll have to look in that. We'll have to investigate that on the stream, see if we can figure it out. Right, so for the C16 we did a lot of this malarkey, didn't we? But we're only going to be using the top 2 bits. Yeah, top 2 bits. So we could roll that 3 times. We could roll that 3 times. So if we do roll, so roll left, which is that way. So that's into the roll again, and then roll. So that's rolling 3 times. Store the end result into that high byte. This one here. And then we need this, don't we? So that's voice 2. But we don't want the noise. We want the one down from it, which is the square wave. Yeah, square. Right. Let's see if that gets us anything. Oh, no. Forgot to tell it that the C16 is allowed. Come on then. Ooh. Died. Hey up. Got a bug. Oh, look at this. Loads of points. Loads of points. There's a bug. Does it come back? No? Oh, missed it. Oh, look, there's one there. Oh, it's gone. I think the array's not been cleaned out. I think the snake array's not been cleaned out. So, yeah, we'll have to have a look at that. Need some noise, you know, like Space Invaders. Boom, 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 boom. As you're progressing through the game. But the next thing we could do, well, I mean, how much time we got? We've got 30 minutes, I reckon. Is we could try and do the laser noise where it goes boom, boom. So let me show you what I mean. So if I load GridRunner in, GridRunner. Where's GridRunner? So this is the thing that started this whole thing. So GridRunner. Where's GridRunner? There it is. So this is our recoded version of GridRunner. So we if you remember, we disassembled it, got it working as being disassembled, and then we rebuilt it in the same vein as Mr. Minter. So we replicated it. Now the one we're doing now is where we've written it from scratch to work on. Right, can you hear that noise? When the laser, boing, boing, boing. That is something we can try and do. God, got blown up. Let's see what he's found. Yeah. Right, if you look, right, we've got one there, we got one there, we've got one up there. So if I play it, do they come back in the same places? Here we go. Yeah. This is the array not being cleaned out. Because the other one would have been there, but that's been reassigned to this one here. So that's just a simple case of the arrays not being cleaned out when it's when I've died. It moved one right. Oh. You mean... So there's one going that way, one going that way, and one going that way, and then suddenly we've got this one here that appears, and I think that's because that's gone off and it's come here and it's got itself a little bit confused. But it's so fast you don't see it. Oh, where did that one come from? Right, there's one here. Oh, right, that's where it came from. Right, so that is a case of the snake array not being cleaned out. So we definitely need to look at the snake array. Well, we just have to look at the have a look at the player death routine, see if we are clearing out Oh, this is GridRunner, that's why I'm getting myself confused. We're just... oh, the edge bug. It probably has. It probably has. Because if you think about it, we've not really tested this. So there's bound to be some quirks in there somewhere. But I suppose that would come in QA when we hand it over to the quality assurance people and they come back with, Johnny, it don't work. But let's see if we can do these lasers. Yeah, right. You only after me money. So it's this boing that we're going to try and replicate. What, the edge bug? We can find out because I've got the original here. So this is the original game. So this is the original disassembled. Oh, what is it? Alt J, isn't it? Change joystick. Yeah. Right. Let's get it. Get near the edge. Come on, kill me. No, it doesn't. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. No, it does. It does. We're looking up here. We're looking up here. Right, I'm going to try and slow it down. Look. Look, you see? It does do it in the original game. Right, we should get a bomb. There we go. Look, it does. So we've reverse engineered it so well that we've actually copied a book. Wicked. I like this. Right, let's see if we can figure out how this laser thing is working. So it's got to be laser control. It's got to be somewhere in here. So what's he doing? Where's the boing? Fire. How has he done it? Well, it can't be in laser then. It's got to be in laser. It's changing the laser character. Okay, must be in the edge shits then. Fire laser. Here, oh, here we go. Fire laser sound effect. Where's that? Yeah. Yeah, well, where is it? There is only one reference. Fire. Fire sound effect. Is that all it does? God, that's going to be difficult to replicate, isn't it? Yeah. It's just in two places. When they fire, and it's just that. Oh, I thought it was something more in depth. Okay. Oh, why change something that's as simple as that? That must be using the SID for... Must be got a big decay on it or something. Right, fire. Edge ships. So when they fire... Morning, WauloK. You got your coffee ready? So it's here. Okay. So we'll put it in here. And then we'll do... two coffees. I'm not allowed coffees. I'd have two. My heart would be giving me so much grief. I mean, look at me now. I've been relegated to tangos, sugar-free. No alcohol anymore. Been put on statins. I've had 2 and 2 decafs. Yeah, I live on decafs. I have so much of this stuff. Oh, new medication. Yeah, I'm only allowed decaf now. Decaf tea as well, because I'm an Earl Grey man. And so, but decaf Earl Grey is expensive. Decaf coffee is in some places cheaper than normal coffee. It's weird. Yeah, same here, Microman. Oh yeah. Yeah, but I have Earl Grey, mate. I'm posh. I'm a Picard. You know, I'm Picard. I have Earl Grey. But yeah, decaf Earl Grey is very expensive. I've got expensive tastes. That's it. Earl Grey, hot. Right. So... Ah, really? Taint it with that? Normal tea, yeah. I mean, the other half, she drinks green tea. Yeah, that's a strange colour tea, that is, green tea. But Earl Grey's sort of purple, when it's sort of reddy purple. Right, let's see if this thing boings at us. I doubt it. Can't be that simple. Well, something's going on. I can hear it going tick, tick. There must be something else going on. Because I can hear it going tick, tick. But that's it. There's got to be something going on. Right, this is the original code, alright? It's a laser control. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. We watched that not long back. Yeah, the Da Vinci Code. It was over, I think it was over Christmas we watched that. Watched all three of them. Yeah, there's three, isn't there? Da Vinci Code, Angel and Demons, and the one with the antimatter. Can't remember what that was called. I think there's three. Yeah, watched them over Christmas, I think. Right. Why? Why does he get a wibble wobble and I don't? Wibble wobble. Oh, I got a wibble wobble. My stomach's a wibble wobble. How does he get that to do that? I've just looked at the code and I can't see anything. So it's either in laser, but there's nothing seems to be in there. What pictures? Oh dear. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting something for the bookshelves. Some neons up there, just to add a bit of behind me. Oh God. The two Ronnies are before my time. They were before my time. Yeah, I didn't know Monty Python at all. Oh, right. So Ed ships. Is he doing something specific before he calls that routine? No. No. So that's it. Fire laser sound effect. And that's what I've done. So we do that. And that's in sound, which is this. Why don't I get that boing effect? Yes, the goodies. Are you listening in? I don't know if you heard. I don't know if the mic picked it up, but I just said the goodies, and then this voice from the outer reaches went goodies. What was it? Goody goody dum dum. Is that it? Really? Harold Lloyd, Buster Keaton. No. Red Skelton. No. The Goonies. I've heard of them, but I ain't watched them. Good. What, the Goonies? Spike Milligan. Oh, apparently it's goody goody yum yum.
Wow.
Well, there you go. We learn something every day. What, the goodies? Yeah, me and my brothers tried to sneak and watch the goodies without the parents around, because they wouldn't let us watch it. It's like the young ones. I wasn't allowed to watch the young ones. But then I went to my friend's house and he'd got it taped. Lounge 223 sound file game. Line. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch Hitchhikers. Doctor Who I was allowed to watch because my dad liked watching it. But I wasn't allowed to watch Hitchhikers. I mean, you'll laugh at this, right? Everybody was talking about Alien. And what was it, 1970... 77, 78 was Alien, was it? '77, yeah. And it came out on telly, what? Must have been 1980, somewhere around there. So that'd be what? 13, 14, 15, somewhere around there. My folks wouldn't let me watch it. because I was going, I'm a teenager, I'm allowed to. So they said they'd tape it for me. And then they taped it for me, and then I went and watched it. And all the gory bits, they'd staticked out. So I can imagine my mum there watching it with stopwatch, going, right, that's 4 seconds of gore. Right, let's tape channel 12. Oh. Oh, cutting. Yeah. Unfortunately, my dad was a massive Star Wars fan, so we couldn't go without him. Same with Star Trek. We all went to see all this. I mean, Star Trek 1. I could see what they were trying to do, but it was rubbish. Star Trek 2 was really the first Star Trek film. Right. So, to explain this. Here, we're turning off the gate of voice 3, and then we're turning it back on and setting it to be a triangle. I think it's a triangle. So that's Reg 1, but I think they're all the same. So we are doing 21, so that's going to be 32. So that's this one here, isn't it? Triangle. So it's the triangle waveform, but you have to set it to 1 to start its attack and decay and sustain thing, and then turn it off to do the release. From what I understand, turn it off and then it does the release part, and that's why when you turn off the voice, sometimes if you have a really long release, it could carry on forever and ever and ever. But for some reason, it's not doing anything, and I must be missing something. Must be missing something. What am I missing? Because we got the SIDs in here. I wonder if we have to set the chip up again. Let's turn off voice 3. Set up SID. Which voice are we using for it first? Voice 3. Well, that's voice 1 and 2 there. Yeah, it's strange how this works. Wait, I must be missing something. Must be missing. Let's listen to it again. It should be able to hear. I can hear a click. Can you hear that click? Yeah, so it's definitely setting the sound, but I'm just wondering if we haven't got the sound chip 3 set up. Because what we're using, right, we're using voice 2, voice 1 and 2, voice 1 and 2. Yeah, I don't think we've set it up. So 1, 2. Yeah, so we've not set up voice 3. Oh, WauloK. I'm gonna do some Java depth for a while, I think. You didn't see the start of the string. When I finished, you should watch the first 15 minutes of the start of the string, because I was talking about how I'm learning JavaScript and I'm trying to do a char editor. Yeah, char map editor. Char pad editor. Working on a Minecraft mod. I know JavaScript's not Java. It has Java in it. Picky. Right. So, we need to set up voice 3. So there must be something in the original code that sets up voice 3. Now the pods do voice 3 on this one. Oh, hang on. Here we go. He sets up voice 3 in the... Well, that's in the wibble wobble. So he sets up voice 3 in the wibble wobble. Okay, have we got it in there? No, we remmed it out. Okay, let's put it back in. Right, let's see if that fixes our voice 3 problem. Oh, no. Sound is my nemesis. We're not turning anything off. Sound is my nemesis. I wonder if that's anything to do with it. Oh, he's off. He's gone to do some coding, I think. It sounds like it's not the attack and delay's not set up right, I'm sure. Sound setup. I wonder if was there a setup in here. No, he's only setting up 1s and 2s. No sustain. Yeah. But that's what I'm wondering, because he doesn't do any here. So that's set up noise for voice 2. No. Let's do a find on that. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Maybe we're not using voice 3 anymore. Well, so that was voice 2, which didn't help us. Let's put it back to voice 3. Let's see if I can find any references to voice 3 in the original. So, here we go. So, sustain release. Let's find... three. Well, we set it. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Right. So we have, we should have a setup voice, turn off voices, bullet. Right. Setup SID chip. So let's do that. Right. Let's see if we get any noises now. Well, we're getting something. I wouldn't say it's brilliant, but we're definitely getting something. Setup SID chip, where's that? Yeah, so that's in the initializing game. Okay. But it's not quite... So 4 on the... That's the decay, isn't it? Attack decay, 04. What's 04 on the attack decay? 04. Sustain. There we go, attack decay. So 04. So that's nothing on the attack. So 0's 2 milliseconds and decay's 4. Yeah, 4, which is 140. So it's basically next to nothing starting it. And then there's nothing in sustain release. 0 in sustain release. Well, that's pants. Because that's saying it's have a sustain of 0 and then release at 0. Oh, it just baffles me. All this just absolutely baffles me. I just don't. Just don't understand how the SID chip works. Let's give it some. Let's give it some sustain. So sustain is the high bits. So make that F. And release. We'll give it some 9. Oh, 9. Let's do that. See what that does. Ooh. Hang on. Are we using for the wibble wobble 3? Yes, we are. Right. Is that too long? Yeah. Let's half it. So that's twice as long, yeah. Let's half it. It's 8. Apparently that halves it. No. No. I'm getting the wrong end of the stick again, aren't I? Hang on. Sustain. Select the volume level to which the note is sustained at, following the decay cycle. The volume of. All right, so it's the length of time. So I've picked 24 seconds. Right. So F is 24 seconds. So let's bring it down to B. So that is what? 3 seconds. Oh, I do not know how this SID chip works. I do not know how this SID chip works. Ugh, sustain release control register. Bits 0 to 3 is the release. Yes, we've got that. 4 to 7 is the sustain volume level. Select the volume level at which the note is sustained, following the decay cycle. So when we activate it, that's when it does the attack and sustain, and then that's when it does the release. Right, so we've got a release of 8, haven't we? Which is what, 100 milliseconds? 300 milliseconds, so that's a third of a second. Ah dear. Let's make that 0. See what that does. I'm just guessing now. Alright then. Alright, so if 0, let's try 4. I do not understand the SID chip one bit. I do not understand. Right. Select the volume level at which the noise is sustained, following type in random values in to see what works, and then copy them into the code. Mate, even Goat Tracker baffles me. Select the volume at which the note is sustained, following the decay cycle. The volume of the output of voice 1 will remain. Oh, well, that's voice 1. We'll forget about that. The output of the voice will remain at the selected sustain level as long as the gate bit of the control register is set to 1. The sustain value range from 0 to is no volume and 15 to maximum volume. Right. So this is saying put it to 0. Which means then our attack and delay needs to be, so we want lots of attack and then maybe the delay extending. So let's make that, instead of being 4, which is currently, so decay is bits 0 to 3, so 4 is 38 milliseconds. Let's make it 9, which is 250 milliseconds. See if that gives us anything close to it. How the... How the blazes... That was a lucky guess. That was a lucky guess. Oh dear. Right, wibble wobble. Where's the wibble wobble? Were we setting voice 3? No, we're not. Are we turning off voice 3? No, we need to turn off voice 3. Oh, I can't believe that that was a lucky guess. Wow. Right. So, oh, it's 11 o'clock. That was a extreme. One of my friends could understand audio well, but could not. Oh, I could not, but I could do graphics, which he could not understand how to do well. Yeah, mate. If all of us knew the same thing, we'd be in a very boring place. But that was a lucky guess. So basically, he's relying on the attack and delay to do the bounce. So every time he's running through, so every time the laser is updated, because it swaps between two characters. So every time it runs through it, it shuts off the SID, which then does the decay. But we've got the decay on pretty quick now. Not decay, the release on pretty quick. Release is 8. What's 8? 300 milliseconds. Maybe we should drop that down. Let's drop that down. Let's halve it. So that's 5. See if that gives us a bit more of a boing. Maybe it needs to be longer. Okay, so we was on 8, so double it, so we'll do 9. Maybe it's a combination of all things. Oh, which... It's just a black art. So how's that actually doing it? So that, okay, so I know it's a lucky guess, isn't it? Absolutely lucky guess. So my understanding is we're running this every time we change the laser, right? So if I go into the edge shit, so we fire the laser, yeah? So we do the timer. and then fire the laser. Which then fires this, sets the high frequency, turns off the SID, and then turns it back on again, which then kicks off the attack and sustain. Now we got the attack at virtually nothing and the decay at at 9. So it goes straight up, and then 3/4 of a second later it decays to the level of 0, the sustain value of 0. And then when it's cut off, it takes 3/4 of a second to pull away. So that means that it's the buoying is the frequency, because we're not running this through there. We only run it when they fire the first laser. The laser control system does but we've got no sound in there. So for the VIC hasn't got this attack and delay and all that. We're going to have to program that, and I think the C16 is going to have to. So we're going to have to put a routine in the laser control system to try and simulate that. Yes, that's going to be interesting. But not for tonight. Not for tonight. I think we'll leave it there and continue this. I don't know if I'll continue this on Wednesday or not, or do more graphics. But I do want to start talking about Hunchback. I do want to start talking about that. I need people to help me with graphics. Have the I want to make I want to make a homage to the original version 1, which is the traditional going across the each level, but then I want it to have a new platform style where we've got big map to navigate. So that's what I think we need to. But I need graphics. Sound effects will need to be in there. The Python version, I thought it's out. It's already out there. It's in the GitHub. Which was me just doing the understanding of the mechanics. But my Python version is already out there in GitHub. I think it may be in the patron only one, but it will be going public because it's been in there for a while. Ooh, that's yours, mate. You've got that. You've got it. You should have it. Yeah, well, Pi Hunchback. That's the entire thing. I mean, I can show you it running. I have to remember where it is. Python only. There we go. Main. Right. Run. There we go. That's level 1, dead easy. Lulls you into a false sense of security. Level 2 should have the boulders coming at me. Here we go. And I caught it. But this is a homage to the original, yeah? Ooh. I want to have the C64 one to have a homage to the originals, but then have a proper platformer. So, you know, let's say we do 12 levels of the original, and then that leads into, say, the second stage of the game. Ooh, 5 balls. Go on, leg it, leg it, leg it, leg it. Oh, come on. Go on, you can do it, you can do it. Leg it, leg it, leg it. Go on, go on. Ah. Oh, dear. I think there was axes on that one coming. Ooh. Oh, got him. Got it, got it, got it. Dear. Go on, you can do it now. Timed it. Time it. Yes. Get in there. Oh. I didn't see much interest in your first C64 game. Dude, have you seen how many downloads are on CSDB on your game? Yes, the ninja does chase after you. Hang on. Right, so there's the ninja. We'll just wait. Yeah, but have you seen how many downloads are on it? There you go, he's chasing now. But it's just making it. I mean, you got great feedback on freeze. Ah! You got great feedback on freeze. I don't know, what did you put what price did you put on it? Well, you know my feedback. I got a massive, 6? But my reactions are rubbish. I can't play games for toffee. No, I don't think so. Not when you say modern games now are what, like 80 quid? I mean, Call of Duty, you spend what, 90 something pounds, you get what, 6 hours of single player, and then that's it. They're relying on all multiplayer games all the time. but a big difference though. No, I don't think a 5 is too much. But mate, we are in a niche area. You know, it's gathering pace. A lot more people wanting to learn it and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I was reading your part 1 and part 2 of the diary at the weekend. It was very kind of you mentioning that I was in there. All right, mate. I'll see you later. Yeah, it's for fun. So, Hunchback, I want to start getting underway. So we need to do, because I was thinking of doing some streams. We've done the streams for the sprites, so we've got the multiplexer if we need it. We've got the joystick routine if we need it. We just now need to start planning, and that's why I've started doing that JavaScript project for me. But we need an artist, person who can do graphics, person who can do sound. Everybody wants to do a bit of coding, which is great. We'll just split it out there and get this project underway, because I think it's going to be a good year to make sure everybody has a go and has a bit of fun with it. I've got 6 people so far, I think. How many have I got? 6 so far. That's fine, mate. You know, anything that you can contribute, we'll use. It's I can do it all myself if I want, but I'm no good at art, no good at graphics, no good at sound, as you can tell. Give me a Pexky game and I can knock it out the park. But when to polish it up, that's where I fall over. I'd like to thank all the patrons that are contributing to my channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. Thank you very much.